Hi there, Andy Ron here with Montana Land Source, and this is your video summary of the Montana Land Report for June 29th, 2022. It's been a very active week in the past 7 days in the Montana land market with 41 total property updates. And here's what's interesting. Of those 41 property updates, 16 are price changes, price reductions. That may be a record for the number of price reductions we've seen in any given week. So clearly some softening going on in the market, some recognition from sellers and their brokers that if properties aren't selling in this environment at the prices they've been listed at, that price reductions are necessary. So that's quite a big change and a sign of softening in this market. Otherwise, these stats, one property is a newly featured property, newly advertised with Montana Land Source, and that's the old Kerr Ranch in western Montana listed by Karen Rhodes. 11 new listings, 8 pending sales, and 5 sales. So quite an active week in the market, lots of new listings coming on the market. Slowly ticking up in inventory, but still just hovering around that 320 number as far as total numbers of properties on the market at any one time. You can see that those stats live at mtlandsource.com on a daily basis. And like I'm saying, we kind of bounce around that 320 number, slowly increasing, but we're still in this environment of restricted supply. And there is still high demand, but there are signs of that softening as evidenced by the price reductions. In other news, we're well into season 3 on the Ranch Investor podcast. We've had Max Hansen, who is we're lucky in the state of Montana to have a national expert on 1031 exchanges. Max was a guest on our first season of Ranch Investor podcast, and we had trouble keeping him from just launching into professorial and legalistic details on 1031. This time, I think we were much more successful at getting him to be more conversational and get some of the stuff we love getting, backstory and just some of his lifelong experience and knowledge of real estate in the West. So give that a listen. You can listen to that right on the website at mtlandsource.com or anywhere you get podcasts. And we also had George Luther on the podcast recently too. George is a prominent Montana appraiser, been appraising for decades out of Miles City. A wealth of experience with all kinds of things like leasing and oil and railroad and wind. And George is very active and very prominent in the industry, but does not speak publicly very often or publish any information. So it's a rare opportunity to hear him on tape talking with me and Coulter. It was one of our favorite episodes, I would say. Sitting down with George Luther. So check out Ranch Investor Podcast anywhere you get podcasts or get it at mtlandsource.com. Like I mentioned earlier, we have live stats at mtlandsource.com, updated daily right on our homepage, and we have a stats page with even deeper stats. So check that out, and you can find us. These videos are on YouTube, and we're on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. Thanks for tuning in. Please like and share and help us promote this, and we will see you next week. Thank you.